Hello, Do Gang. It's time for more Pidgeot gaming. Last stream we got the 35 wins. I've made small changes to the team. Steelix now has Berry and Toxic instead of Substitute. And that means Latias can use the Lumberry. I originally had Lumberry on Steelix, so it could both rest and wake up immediately and not have to worry about being frozen if we're up against some Pokemon with a strong ice move that we definitely want to be able to torment, so Latias can set up more safely. But I was talking last stream about potentially adding Toxic in case of Blissey, and I thought it would probably replace Thief, because I think Thief is the most replaceable move. But I don't think that would work that well, because in a lot of situations we're sacrificing the Pidgeot on lead. Which means if Blissey is like in the back, like even if Blissey doesn't set up fully as lead, it is still difficult for me to kill it. So it would be better to have Toxic later on. Hello, Max Slimy. This does mean that Steelix is a lot worse at stalling. But we haven't needed to stall with Steelix much. Or really at all, in a way where we would need Substitute. Oh, and I forgot the live check last time, so let's write that down before I forget again. Dugong! Uh-oh. Is this gonna be Oko moves only? Because that would be kind of free for... Or well, not kinda, it would just be free for our Steelix, because we have Sturdy. And I believe that this is a round 6 trainer. So we're just gonna switch. We're gonna need to start counting. Horn Drill. Protected by Sturdy. Let's go Sturdy. Trickled 5. So now Dugong has no move that does anything. It's Rest, Sleep Talk, double Oko move. I don't know which one is the most common. It might be Rest. I'm gonna Torment. There's Rest. Now we just need to stall. It's 2 Horn Drills. Go Dugong, you got this? Not this time, I'm afraid. Another Rest. Thank you for the good luck, Hughes. Oh, I missed. Which move did they use? It was an Oko move. Hello, Urban Skyer. It is me using Steelix. Horn Drill again. Okay. 3 Horn Drills. Another Rest. Sheer Cold. Rest. Horn Drill. Let's go Pidgeot, yes. But for once, Pidgeot doesn't need to do anything. Wait, what did it do? Did it rest? Was it rest time again? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it must have been rest. Alright, it should be out. Used 18 moves, plus we switched. That's 19, yep. Urban Sky, you never used the stall set? You like Choice Band? It depends on what your team wants to do, right? This team really needs the stall set. Right, we're struggling because of Torment. Maybe I should have Feather Danced once. But this is fine. It's not like struggle from this Dugong is gonna do a lot of damage. And we have Recover. Yeah, I've never used the Choice Band Steelix set. But you're obviously very slow, which I don't really like for a Choice Bander. Alright, is he gonna break my sub on the turn I recover? Actually, I probably should just let him break the sub regardless. It's taken a bunch of hits. There it goes. Alright, Medicham. Goodbye, Medicham. And a Lapras. I think this is what, Bright Powder Dragon Dance? Is that set free? Or is that a different one? It is. Okay. And Lapras is one of the Pokemon bulky enough to survive. Without being a resist as well. No Bright Powders. That's one down. Relegator. Is this the crunch one? Relegator free? You would just sand attack here, right? It's not quick claw, that's set 2. If it is set 3, that is. Which I think it is. Rock slide. Guess I should have feather danced first then. Is this one scope lens? I think it's scope lens. Let's thief. It is scope lens. Okay. We decreased the crit chance. That's good. He does have crunch. I think I want to start out with a calm mind. If he Spadef drops me, that's a little bit awkward. Don't think I want to... I could Torment. But I think I'll be fine. And in that case, keeping steelix healthy would be nice in case something happens. Used in case I didn't see yet. Dave is releasing a new weekly seeded factory, even if it's not part of the tournament. I did not see that yet. Alright, we need to avoid a Spadef drop. Well, that's one way of avoiding Spadef drop. Do we have enough Spadef to tank the crunch now? I hope so. Well, we do if that happens. Sand attack OP. Triple miss. Let's go, Pidgeot. Still didn't break. Yeah, this is just an easy setup from here. Getting rid of the scope lens was really nice. And now we're rock sliding because it's become the stronger move. Even at -2 attack. Missed, okay. Kind of wanted to break the sub. I'll just wait until it hits me. It's not hitting me. Come on, you can do it for alligator. There we go. That should break. Of course, now for alligator is hitting me. If he hits me again, I'll just go. Okay, he did hit me again. So we're basically back where we were before we tried this. I could fully stall him to get a higher HP substitute. I'm not going to. If this was a more serious streak at like a couple hundred wins, then maybe. Okay, that is a focus band Blastoise. But it's likely to click counter. Or die. And a Gardevoir. Not bulky enough. Let's see. If it's Luca or Hole, then it's a round 5 trainer. It is a round 5 trainer. Hello, Doggaby. Did I miss a comment? I don't see a comment. But thank you for the good luck. Let's see, is this one of the Swords Dance sets? Well, I guess it could be set 1 or 2. Let's start off with a Feather Dance. This could be the Quick Claw one, maybe? I don't know which set 2 is. I know set 1 is counter. Okay, it's set 1. Let's Focus Band, but I think Scissor survives 1 hit anyway. But getting rid of Focus Band is still decent. I guess if this was Swords Dance, after the first Feather Dance, I might have Whirlwinded. Hello, Mr. Browser, with the shiny steelix profile picture. I wonder if, like, we had this matchup yesterday, and at the end he started spamming Aerial Ace a lot. I don't know if I know there's AI for if you have increased evasion, they'll start spamming Aerial Ace more. But I don't know about lowered accuracy on themselves. We're skipping Steelix again. Because if there is that logic for Aerial Ace, then I should maybe be only going like -2 accuracy or something to not activate the chance for Aerial Ace. Will Sight mentioned both evasion and accuracy? That makes sense. Yeah, and it probably does have a pretty high chance to get the boost for Aerial Ace. It also has a really high chance for a boost for counter, so in this matchup it doesn't really matter. Also because he's -6. That's good to know. I think it's at +3 evasion or -3 accuracy that it activates. So it should probably only go -2. Did we get crit? We did. And he got an attack boost, but he's still at -5, so that's fine. Alright, as long as he doesn't crit the substitute again, we'll just recover. And then, well, I guess he's gonna survive 1 hit. Hello, Magpie. Yes, Flash is obviously much better than Sand Attack because you have a 30% chance to miss, which makes it a lot more interesting. It's better for the content. Oh, dreaded Scyther 2 is back. Let's see if we get Bright Powdered. We don't. Very nice. And Fortress. Oh wait, I need to update the items because I changed them. We're now with Espear and Lum. Probably doesn't quite die to recoil, does it? No. Alright, another one down. Another carry by Pidgeot. Yeah, I know you suggested it yesterday, Use. I explained, I think before you came here, why like yesterday I didn't want to change, but today I did want to change. And it's because we've removed Substitute on Steelix to replace it with Toxic. Haley. I believe that's a round 5 trainer. That would be the double team Tauros. Let's start off with the Feather Dance. It is double team. Magpie, you wonder if Torment can be properly be used in Gen 4? Protect Registeel or protect Drapion? Maybe. But I don't know. Like which move on Registeel would you give up? Like I think the only option is Substitute, and then you're bad into every Pokemon that isn't the Tormented lead. And probably the same for Drapion, right? Okay, we hit all 3, I think. That still does a surprising amount of damage. But it is a Tauros with double-edged stab. Can we get some... We cannot hit, okay. Torment is such a good move, but it's barely used every Gen 3. Yeah, I think you just have really good options without needing it. Oh, well, we're dead. This is getting a little bit scary now. I think I'm gonna go for Torment this time. Oh, but Torment can also miss. We're still gonna go for it. Missed. Missed. Drapion would give up rest. Yeah, but then if you don't get your defensive boosts and the opponent has multiple hits that at least do like okay neutral damage. Okay, there we go. I think you have a problem. Oh. I should have known. I should have protected. That was a bad play. Let's start with a recover. At least he shouldn't die to recoil damage because of rest, which is a big issue for a lot of double-edged Pokemon, that they die before you complete your setup. Yeah, I do think Asperberry is a really good item in Gen 3. I've used it before. I mostly use it in doubles, I think. Well, I haven't used it that much in doubles. I have used it on steel types before, because usually steel types end up being my ice switch in. Steelix isn't the best ice switching you could have, but it is our ice switch in for now, sort of. I mean, it's not really switching in on ice. It's switching in when Pidgeot has died to a Pokemon with an ice move. Alright, let's see if we can hit this Tauros. Nice thing is, it's gonna keep putting itself to sleep. So we get 3 turns to fish for a hit. I could also have tried to... No, that wouldn't really work. Never mind. I was gonna say I could have tried to fish for Toxic, but it has rest, so that wouldn't work until it's out of rest. There we go. Of course, we could have PP stalled. Flame Body. I'm not too concerned about Flame Body, but we do now have Lumberry. Yesterday we had Cherry Berry and we ran into a Breloom who didn't affect Sporos, but it could have been bad. But more importantly, the Annabelle fight, where we had to tank one of the punches because it disabled my substitute. And I would have been fine if I got burned by the fire punch, because I would have killed all the other Pokemon before it mattered, because I was already set up at that point. Shiftry. Is this an explosion Shiftry? But still, that did make me afraid of running into a psychic type that gets a hit in on me or something with one of the punches. Or if we're just... something goes wrong and we have to set up on an ice move user. And we get frozen. And then we removed the substitute on Steelix as well, so or Lumberry wasn't as good anyway. This is an explosion Pokemon. What do I do against Calm Mind Suicune? I think it only has Serve, right? Yeah, it only has Serve. The one with Ice Beam does not show up at level 50. So I might just PP stall the Suicune and then Toxic it and then set up. Assuming steelix is still alive. And otherwise, we PP stall and then we kill once it's out of rest. Okay, let's see. I can Whirlwind. I think I should Whirlwind. Does have Focus Band, which I could steal first, but it's a little bit afraid. Okay, turn 1 Explosion. That's a little bit scary, because now we won't be able to weaken the next Pokemon. Imagine I thiefed Focus Band and it activated against his Explosion. I wonder if I should have Feather Danced and then maybe I could survive. Okay, of course, we're switching into an Ice type. I wonder if I could have survived if I Feather Danced. I probably could have. Yeah, I think I should have gone for Feather Dance first. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do against Glalie? I could potentially kill this with Toxic, I think. Blizzard. Thank you for being a member for 3 months, Felipe. And good to have you back. Problem is, this is a physical Glalie. So I can't really set up with Latios on this. Or at least it would be very slow. And he has Double Edge. I think I should be trying... What should I be trying? How's Pidgeot so far? Pidgeot's doing pretty well. I did just misplay. So we did lose to Pidgeot while not achieving much. Do I just Toxic this? I don't know, I might be misplaying this. Do I have enough bulk to survive after I torment? I don't think so. Here Chestoberry and Substitute would come in kinda handy. The worst part about Gen 3 Explosion is that they get to react to your switch. Cheaters? Yeah, true. Okay. He's used 3 blizzards. Gonna use another blizzard. I think I rest to get him out of blizzards. Yeah, I live this turn. But then I die to an earthquake. Which is potentially fine. But if I rest, get hit by blizzard, then he earthquakes and earthquakes. That might be the play. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if I want to, like, rest stall or if I want to do something with Torment. And then try to set up Latias or something, but this Glalie hits me too hard. That's all the blizzards. Just don't be crit? Exactly, don't be crit. It's one sleep turn. We should live 2 earthquakes, I think. Yes. Okay, I can rest again, or I can switch into Latias. I guess it should be a random move, right? So he doesn't have the earthquake. We'll just rest. Double edge. There you go, it is random move. We could have been switching into crit double edge. I wonder if instead of Toxicking I should have... Oh look! Dugong is back. He guessed I have Sturdy. The second Dugong free. This time I actually want him to use rest. So I can toxic him. Yeah, bad matchup for the Dugong. Yeah, what I should have done turn 1 is Feather Dance, and an Explosion just doesn't kill me from the shift tree. Unless it crits. And then I can still Whirlwind on turn 2. Horn Drill. Okay. I mean, doesn't really matter. I just need to count the rest. Horn Drill again. Horn Drill again. Okay, we're no longer resting. Magpie, you noticed that Gen 6 uses Sleep Talk instead of Rest at full HP? Interesting. I think it was 5. It makes some sense. We didn't use up all the rest, did we? Did we use up all the rest? Maybe we did, actually. Let's just Toxic. I was really paying attention. Just holding A on my turbo controller. I guess we're gonna find out now. Yeah, we did use up all the rest. Alright, we gave steelix Toxic and it got to do something. Rare footage of pre-Gen 5 Sturdy being useful. I mean, in the Frontier it's extremely useful. Sturdy is one of the best abilities. Switch to latias for fun. Switching on sheer cold. Alright. I'll make a note of it. Let's move this here. Better dance explosion leads. Oh, Pincer's back. Let's see, how did I do this again? I think I just sand attacked last time. Oh, I took his Salic Berry, but it didn't really matter because I'm gonna torment him anyway. Because Flail at +6 does not break Substitute. I guess there isn't really a need to kill Pincer. Or to let him kill Pidgeot. Yeah, we should probably just go Steelix and stall with Steelix. Skarmory and Steelix are the only two good Torment users? Probably. I forget which ones all get it. What was Flail again? 15? PP? I guess he could still guess that I have Guillotine, or I don't have Sturdy. Okay, he did guess I didn't have Sturdy. Guess I wasted the rest. Should've just clicked Torment. Taunt? Taunt is not useful. Not really. Guillotine. Oh, I still have caps. Flail. Taunt only lasts 2 turns, including the turn you use it. So you're basically using it every turn. Almost. So you don't have time to do anything. I don't know if we would really use it if it wasn't that useless. Usually thought the list of torment users would be small, but it's actually a lot. I think it's a TM, right? That's why. I think Nuzleaf learns it by level up, and that might be the only Pokemon. I guess I should probably just rest to save some PP. Not that we're gonna need 13 torments. Guess we'll just wait until it can no longer click struggle. I don't need to count. It's just gonna stop clicking flail. And I still need to... The guillotines is the one we do need to count. Is +6 struggle more powerful than flail? It probably is, isn't it? Wait. Should I be switching to latias? Oh yeah. +6 struggles does over half to me. I guess we'll switch next turn then. Maybe I should have thiefed that Salic Berry after all, because I don't know how many endures are left. Oh, I should also wake up first. I don't know how many turns of sleep we've had. That's how many. Alright, I need to turn my brain on a little bit more. He would never click guillotine here, right? He hasn't so far. Endure should have more priority than guillotine against sturdy. Substitute should tank this if he doesn't crit me. Okay, not if it's guillotine. Okay, this might be an issue if he... No, but we should survive, it's fine. Oh, he didn't even flail. Even better. Missed the guillotine. I thought... No, he just guillotined, right? Yeah. Okay, hits another guillotine. That was a 1 HP substitute anyway, so Flail would have broken it. That's the best kind of substitute to get hit. That should be the last guillotine. Yes, Alpha Boosa, it is Pidgeot time again. Swords Dance. We must be out of Endures then. Which is good, because now I can't accidentally give him Endure Salic Flail. I don't know how close we are to struggle, but he still has a lot of Swords Dance, so he can only struggle once every other turn. Magpie, the requirement for Torment is pretty much don't insta-die to Walrein or Rhydon. Yeah, Skarmory is definitely good at that. Steelix needs to not get crit, but usually is still good at that. Okay, we're fully set up. Alphabussy just heading out to pick up a brand new emerald from the post office. Nice. Let us know if there's an interesting save file on it. Alright, here we go. Goodbye, Alakazam. And a Jinx last. Goodbye, Jinx. Last battle already? I mean, we've been going for a little bit. And this is a set 4 trainer. And of course, it's the devil himself, Walrein 4. Who has Bright Powder. Ice Beam Sheer Cold. Let's see, do I Thief or do I Sand Attack? I don't think I'm Whirlwinding. If I Thief, I know for sure my next Sand Attack hits. But I could be dying this turn. Magpie, your controversial prediction is that people will move more and more towards Latias over Latios for sweeping. Being able to switch into Ice Beams and Shadow Ball crits is huge. Yeah, I really like the bulk on Latias. I am even considering a doubles team with Latias lead instead of Latios lead. You think I should Sand Attack? Sand Attack, if I only get to hit one move, Sand Attack is better by far. And the chance that I hit a Sand Attack is very high. There we go. Let's see if we get Sheer Colded or Ice Beam crit. It's Ice Beam. Oh, we just one-shots us. Okay. Damn. I thought, I don't know. I guess it is max, it's like quiet max special attack. And I put my bulk into physical, I think? Or did I put it in special? I don't even remember anymore. Oh yeah, just barely a guaranteed kill. Alright, let's just start with a Protect, I think. Get rid of another Ice Beam, maybe? Surf. Oh yeah, it would always surf, never mind. Ice Beam, 1 out of 10. Surf, 1 out of 5. I don't think we're counting that. Surely Steelix won't choke the Torment. We would never miss into the Bright Powder, right? If we do, we just dodge. We also won't get crit. There you go. Do I let him kill me? He could be earthquaking. I was thinking if he kills me with an Ice Beam, then he guaranteed can't click Ice Beam against Latias. But he's not guaranteed to Ice Beam because he has Earthquake. I don't think we can survive in any way. But the chance to die to Ice Beam is better than protecting on an Ice Beam. Then guaranteed getting the Ice Beam against Latias, I think. As long as he doesn't hit Substitute with Sheer Cold too many times in a row, I think we're fine. He'll miss, that's also an option. He kills me with Ice Beam, perfect. And he misses the Sheer Cold, okay. Ooh. Let's put the Sheer Cold here instead of Serve. Alright, don't hit Sheer Cold. Nice. Does +2 Spadef survive Ice Beam on the sub? So otherwise I'm just recovering. No, it definitely doesn't. I didn't think so. Once he's out of Sheer Cold, there's basically no risk anymore. I don't really need to count PP, it's just gonna be we have a substitute or we don't have a substitute. Misses another one. Thank you for the good luck, KT. We could use it against this guy. Well, we don't really need good luck, we just need no bad luck, which is also a form of good luck, of course. Dodge another Sheer Cold. Is this me? Am I facing myself trying to use Sheer Cold? Alright, this is your last chance. 5 misses. Unlucky. To be fair, he has missed all his Sheer Colds, but he hasn't missed a single other move, and he's -1 accuracy. We might live at +4. What if I get crit every turn? Nah, surf crit. Nah, that would break my sub. Okay, let's just recover. In hindsight, I think Thief was better than Sand Attack, because the only way we lose is if we miss Torment and then get Ice Beamed every turn on Latias. I think. Yeah, 32 PP recover. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Especially when compared to all the other healing moves. Running a little bit low on substitute, but we should have enough. There's a miss. Should have been a 5 PP move. I'm pretty sure it is now in modern gens. I think it should have been 10. And Moonlight, Morning Sun should also have been 10. Synthesis. Okay, he's out. No more Ice Beams. Now let's just hope there's no like Focus Band into Quick Claw in the back. Who are we up against? Oh, Pedro. Let's see. Milo. Oh no, we don't have Dragon Fang. If you know, you know. How could we possibly beat a Milotic? Goodbye, Milo. Alright. Who's last to end the streak? It is a Quick Claw Pokemon. But you're not... There's the Quick Claw. But this turn doesn't matter, and he's probably dead anyway. You needed that Focus Band user, and I think Ice Beam crit wouldn't kill me anyway, and we have Lumberry, so... Don't think we could have lost. Alright, on to round 7. Not open level. I need to not do that by accident because I actually have a streak in there. It's only 70 wins, but still. Let's dance like it's yesterday. What? No Dugong free lead this time? Okay, Starmie I'm actually really afraid of. Let's see. Starmie free. So it's the best offensive Starmie there is. I think we just Sand Attack. Don't think Whirlwind is worth it. Hello, Zeds. Yes, we are gaming. I'm pretty sure I EV'd to always survive, but this is also 18 IV, so I'm pretty sure I always survive a hit from Starmie. I think that is what my EVs do. Could be wrong. I EV'd to survive something. Your strategy against special attackers is just to sand attack and hope for the best. We did not get crit, we did not get frozen. This Pidgeot set is insane. We're gaming. We do not dodge the T-Bolt. Alright, as long as we don't get crit by a serve, we're in a really good spot. We do not get crit. You could miss me. Okay. Would have been nice if that was Ice Beam, just like last time. Right, should just be substitute, he Ice Beams, substitute, we survive. Then we start Calm Minding. Yeah, we don't care about that miss. Do we recover first? I am afraid of getting crit multiple times in a row. But I also want to be able to tank an Ice Beam eventually. We just won't get crit 3 turns in a row. Okay, can we stop dodging the bad moves? And start dodging the good move? There we go, that's better. Now we're making progress. Okay, we're just dodging everything now. But only the Ice Beams really matter. Right, I think we probably tank this now. Yes. More dodging. The Starmie I'm by far the most afraid of is the Bright Powder Ice Beam Starmie. Forget if it's... I want to say it's 7, otherwise it's 8. They're both Bright Powder. And recover. Do I want to stall until it's out of Ice Beams? So I can have a higher HP substitute? I don't know, that's gonna take a long time. Maybe not that long. Oh wait, I still have to do one calm mine, I'm dumb. I can't count to 6. Missed Ice Beam. How many Ice Beams do you have left? Was that the last one? Maybe that was the last one. Okay, we're definitely going after this recover. Star me down. Dugong freeze back. Not quite tanky enough. And it's a Quick Claw, Shadow Ball, Slow Bro. But you're not strong enough to kill this streak. Did kill my double streak. Right, that's a set 4 trainer. Ooh, I hate Crobat. But it can't really touch Steelix, so... Do we just switch in the Steelix? And then what? We just have to fully PP stall? Maybe. It's really annoying, but... we might need to make this struggle. Confuse Ray. Don't know if I'm actually gonna be counting. We might just be spamming moves until it's out of PP. How much PP does it have? Can I just spam rest? Shadow Ball is 15. Sludge Bomb is 10. Air Lace 20. 55 PP. That's a lot of PP. It's just that if I Torment, he could end up with a lot of PP in one move. Still left. I can stall 55 PP with Protect and Rest though. Especially if I get some self hits. Off to a good start. Okay, this is gonna take a while. We're gonna be here for a while. But I think this is the safest play. Just wait until he struggles, then probably go back to Feather Dance. So his struggles deal no damage, and it gives me a lot of time to set up. Oh no, a big crit. Steelix is going down for sure. This is definitely, if you had an emulator, you would be speeding up right now moment. Unfortunate, no self-hit. That's not usually what I say when we're confused. But in this case, it would save us some PP. Not that we're gonna need it, probably. Once Crobat is stalled out, that is most likely just gonna sweep everything. Nice, self-hit. Should maybe throw in some protects at least. For better PP stall. Yeah, we're just gonna stall everything, so I don't need to do any counting. I'll throw in a few protects. Nice, 2 self-hits. But yeah, we're gonna need to stall 55 turns. And then a couple more to set up fully. Nice, we get a self-hit. More PP saved. Yeah, steelix is such a monster, we take absolutely no damage. Of course, Crobat isn't the fastest hitter out there. Yeah, I think if I would have gone for Torment, it has Sludge Bomb, so it obviously wouldn't use Sludge Bomb until the very end. So it would be struggling one turn. And then going for the Sludge Bomb the other at the end. Is it out of Amarilas already? It must be if it's shadow balling me. Yep. I guess we're about halfway there then. That's not too bad. It helps that we don't really need to think too much about what we're doing. Oh no! My special defense. What am I gonna do? Even more special defense. Or less. I have no clue how many confused rays are left. I would really like him to be out of Confuse Rays by the time he starts Sludge Bombing, so I can guarantee Steelix is full HP. Or close enough. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Self-hit is like 8 damage. Hello, Nitro. Good to see you. I thought we were gonna snap out that turn. Guess there was one more turn of confusion left. We are currently PP stalling the Crobat, so we can get a safe setup on the Latias. The Crobat basically can't hurt me. You love that I stream so much? Always a good watch? Well, I'm glad you enjoy. Oh, he's out of Shadow Balls. And he starts Confuse Ring. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Both Sludge Bomb and Confuse Ray do nothing when I'm already confused. And I guess Confuse Ray is higher prior than Sludge Bomb. And he's probably out now. Or it was a tie. Please hit yourself. I want to be able to rest again. Thank you. There's only 10 Sludge Bombs. This will be done pretty soon. It's 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. 8. 9. 10. Let's protect on the first struggle just to be sure I didn't miscount. There, struggle. Go. What if I click Torment now? Well, if he still had PP in one move, he would struggle one turn and then use the move on the other turn. And I think now I should Feather Dance first. Although we probably could set up without Feather Dancing. Struggle doesn't do that much damage. And we could keep full HP on Pidgeot. That's worth it. If something bad happens to Latias, my win condition is Toxic Steelix. So it could be good to have full HP Pidgeot. But an almost full HP substitute is also valuable. Let's just go Pidgeot. This thing also has bright powder. Do I want to steal it? Sure, why not? We'll throw in one sand attack, and then I think I'm satisfied. Miss. Beautiful. Miss again. Miss again. Okay, sand attack was super effective. More missing. The AI is having the... I have one double team up. Or the AI is one double team up. And we can never hit it again. But now the AI is having that experience. You love to see it. Cheese strat? Yes. We are definitely cheesing the AI. It's what it deserves. Okay, now I just wanted to break my substitute. I did miss a lot, so I'm not sure how close we are. Okay, not close enough. We shouldn't need the substitute PP, so it can just... Okay, he's missing more. KT Crowbat specifically has won so many unfair fights with double team. This is deserved. Yeah, and this thing was holding a bright powder as well. Okay, can you please just break the substitute? At this point. Oh my... What is happening? Okay, I can't be wasting all these substitutes. And now he's gonna break it, of course. No, he still didn't break it, though. Been spamming substitute for nothing. Okay. Bro, just hit me. I give you permission to hit me. Bro, what's going on? Just break my substitute. And then when he does, he's gonna hit every struggle. Come on! Your -1 accuracy is not that bad. It's not that bad. He's PP stalling me now. This is his revenge. There you go. The turn I kill him, he's gonna crit and break my substitute. Okay, this hit doesn't matter. Big 9 damage. And the next turn doesn't matter. But the turn after, that matters. I guess I should have gone to -6 accuracy on him. Because he outspeeds me, so he always has a chance to crit my substitute. And that's obviously bad. Alright, if this crits, I hate you. Okay, there we go. Didn't crit. But yeah, Crobat, fast Crobat with Confuse Ray. Fast Crobat with Bright Powder and Scope Lens. All really annoying. Uh-oh. That's scary. And then double team, slow, bulky Crobat, also really annoying. Okay, goodbye, Metagross. We got the crit. And a Blaziken. Well, good luck. Crobat is a menace. Definitely one of the big loose conditions that you don't really think about too much, but then you're facing it and you're like, oh wait, this could go horribly wrong. Alright, you went to a fishing school. And he got a Sharpedo. Sharpedo would probably use a special attack, right? It's like, what? Crunch, Surf, Earthquake, Slash? Something like that? I don't think it has Ice Beam. Is the important part. What's your item? Wait, do you have Scope Lens? Do I want to steal the Scope Lens? No, I feel like he has Slumberry. No, he does have Scope Lens. Oh, and it's Double Edge. Otherwise, I was correct. I think we start with the Scope Lens. Oh, Double Edge is your strongest move. Okay. Interesting. It makes sense. I suppose you have much higher attack. I don't know what your investment is. I feel like you have no speed investment. That's better. And now some Pocket Sand. And we die. Okay. Don't think he breaks my sub, or he needs like a maximum roll on Crunch. Well, if he misses, he definitely doesn't. He is gonna start double edging again. He's gonna start taking recoil. Oh, that's a crit, I think. No, it's not a crit. Never mind. Oh, wait. My calc still had +2 SPDF. There's a crit though. Oh, I guess I should have tormented then. Oops. That was a dumb moment. Now we're in an awkward spot. I should have tormented him first. Yeah, that's not great. If I switch in on a SPDF drop, I may have thrown this. Thought we could keep the Steelix at full HP, but we couldn't. So if he crunches me and he crits me, it's gonna deal a lot of damage. And he can SPDF drop me. But if I switch to Steelix, he can also SPDF drop me. And then he just kills me with Surf. So yeah, I've put myself in a risky spot. Of course, he does have -1 accuracy. So eventually we'll dodge. Do I want to fish with substitute for a miss? Or do I want to recover? If I recover, he can Spadef drop me, so I guess we should be substituting. But if he hits me twice and then he crits me, I just die. That's just not gonna happen. One hit. You can also pick the wrong move and not be able to kill me with a crit. Alright, don't crit me with double edge or crunch. Yeah, I misplayed this really badly. Uh-oh. Are we gonna get punished? Not yet? Oh no, the Spadef drop, that's really bad. And... oh no, he just deals that much damage now. Uh-oh. And he's never missing. Well... that's unfortunate. This was completely unnecessary, by the way. I could have just tormented. Okay, that's one dodge, but... we're gonna need more. Especially... like, if I didn't get Spadef dropped and I got my second Calm Mind, then Substitute would survive. But because he did get the Spadef drop, we now don't survive. How's Pidgeot so far? Pidgeot's doing well. But I misplayed, so we might lose. I think at this point we're just gonna risk the Spadef drop on Steelix. Please. Of course. So now Surf always kills me. Do I switch back? Yeah, but do I still have enough? I think I can switch back. Why did I have to make this so awkward for myself? At least we stole the scope lens. Don't do it again. Or crit me. Okay. I think I survive a serve still. Oh, that was not by a lot. Do I want you to kill me? I think so, because he could be wasting crunch. Nice. Okay, I think as long as we don't get a bunch of crits against us, I've restored our misplay. Let's go for recover first. We should be fine now. This is what I should have done in the first place, except if we just switched in... Oh, now you're missing, of course. If I just switched in to steelix directly, we wouldn't have to play around to Spadef drop. This is still gonna break. He needs to stop doing double edges, he's gonna die. He's not stopping the double edges. Okay, at least now, not this one, but if we have a full HP substitute, we'll be able to survive a crunch. Hello, Sandy. Can you just stop double edging? One time, please. Okay, he's out of crunch. That still breaks probably. No, it doesn't. Second coal mine was enough. That's good. Now we can finally set up some coal mines. Finally back to making progress. Okay, that was really scary for no reason. Well, the reason was I misplayed. So I thought Crunch was doing less damage. Nice. Okay. There could be some scary Pokemon in the back. It is a fisherman. Right. Substitute, recover. As long as he doesn't crit the sub, we'll start killing him. We will lose HP to Rough Skin, which is actually potentially bad. Probably doesn't matter, but won't be able to make 4 subs in a row. But we only have 5 subs left, so we can't really substitute stall anymore at this point anyway. Alright. Mantine! Always fun to see you, Mantine. Mantine is bulky enough, sets up the rain. Is there any Swift Swimmer that could actually do something to me? I don't think so. Latias is the GOAT. First in the multi-streak. And now we're here. There we go. Coach, the Battle Pyramid is so nerve-wracking, you can't? Is it? I mean, you are walking around in the dark with trainers hiding in unknown places, getting jump scared by wild Pokemon that have evil moves. Alright, set 4 trainer. Quick Claw, Slowking. Do I steal? Do I steal this? I think so. I think I do steal this. You don't want to start all over again? Yeah, that's relatable. Okay, do we get crit or frozen? Oh, we get frozen. Alright, no sand attacks. That's unfortunate. They make setup a lot scarier. He also didn't waste an ice beam. Good news is steelix outspeeds. So we cannot be crit before we torment. So that's something. But we are going to be losing the steelix. Ouch. Let's see. This time I can actually maybe PP stall an ice beam or two with protect rest. We will still die. That's one ice beam gone. Now it's gonna be... Actually, it doesn't have to be Surf. I guess I want it to be Surf, because if it's any other move, he's gonna kill me with Surf, guaranteed. Okay, so now he should be able to Ice Beam me again, which would be ideal. He doesn't. Thief Pidgeot? Brother is about to join the ranks of Dugang and the Tickler. Let's hope so. But there's a lot that can go wrong. Okay, Ice Beam number 3. As long as we don't get crit this turn, we're in a good spot. Even if we do, we're still in a good spot. Coach, you didn't get a choice band yet? Did you try to use pickup in round 2? Sandy, you're not a Pidgeot believer? Yeah, but you hate fun. But yeah, into special attackers, this team is not very good. Against physical attackers, we're great. Special attackers, a lot less so. Such an Unkmon. Alpha Booster, you got your emerald? Nice! So, does it have a save file? Question, why would Whirlwind ever fail? Every time you try it out on a Hariyama, it fails? I don't think there's a thing with weight, is there? Is that a newer gen thing? Or is that a thing I've made up? Where really heavy Pokemon can't be whirlwinded? Other than that, I wouldn't know unless they have suction cups. Or it's the last Pokemon, but then, yeah, obviously. Okay, we still can tank. That's fine. We'll get bulky enough eventually, and also he's running out of PP. Could it be a speed thing? Only if they're faster? Or is it slower in Gen 3? No, I think that's Gen 2. Oh, a crit. That didn't matter. Only if they're also using it. Tamer name, Blutcher, Pokedex 8. Yeah, I don't think you're... Maybe they traded over a cool Pokemon to be their starter. That's about the only thing I can think of. Or they found a shiny in 8 Pokemon. Very unlikely. He finally survived an Ice Beam, just as he's about to run out. Owning Emerald is a cool event. This is true. Team, I wrote that down because I tried to Whirlwind a Shift Tree and it exploded turn 1, and I realized if I had Feather Dance, I would have survived. And that's also why it's a question mark. It's not a guaranteed thing I should do every time. Milkman, you own 2 copies of Emerald from back in the day? A good investment. You have to go back to being chained to your desk. Good luck. Alright, we're fully set up. The previous owner had Torkoal, Blaziken, Breloom, Solrock. Okay, so they did get pretty far, they just didn't catch Pokemon. I guess that's not too weird if you've already played before. They'll want to wait for a new sub. We've taken, what, 3 hits already? Let's wait for a new sub. And then we'll go. We had 2 fire types. Solrock is like an honorary fire type. And a Breloom. Interesting team. ZMP. You lent your GBA with Emerald to a friend years ago and he lost both? Ouch. I lent silver to a friend and then he moved as a kid, so I never got it back. But he asked to borrow emerald, so I'm very glad I didn't give him my emerald. Did he just crit me? Damn you, Slowking. We were just ready to go. Alright, don't do that again. Oh my god, he did it again. I'm gonna run out of substitutes. Alright, no crits this turn. Okay? There we go. Oh no. We don't this is supposed to be our counter. Oh, and we wasted so many substitutes. Oh no. Oh no. Went for the instant calm mind as well. Well, he's gonna run out of soft boileds before I run out of Dragon Claw, so I think we're fine. But that instant calm mind was unlucky because... Was this a set 4 trainer? Yeah. It was very likely to counter instead. There's our crit. Okay. That was very quick. We didn't need a crit. We were fine. It just would have taken a long time. But we would have gotten through eventually. Magneton 2. That thing is thunder. Can I just switch in steelix on this? Because what does it have? Thunder Wave, Metal Sound. I don't think it can hurt steelix. Rain Dance, of course. Yeah, it literally can't touch steelix. Then the question is... Okay, it's guaranteed to Rain Dance this turn. Well, it could Metal Sound, I guess. But it's more likely Rain Dance. So I think we can just switch and set up Latias. And we don't have to waste a million turns to do something. Oh no, he's Magnet Full! Oh no! I can't, I don't have Earthquake! No! Oh no! What have I done? I should have... I didn't think about Magnet Pull. We're stuck here for ages now. Oh no. Alright, I think we're gonna make it struggle. And it's maybe We can... Nah, it's probably not killing itself with struggle. It's gonna deal literally nothing to me. See you in 3 months. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, maybe I should have just let the Pidgeot die. But Magneton does not show up starting in round 8. So I don't really think about Magnet Pull. Is this peak content, Doomguard? Yeah, this is what we're all watching for. First, we PP stalled the Crobat for like 55 turns with steelix, and now we're PP. Isn't Metal Sound like an insane 40 PP? Please tell me that's not the case. Metal Sound. It's 40 PP, no! Oh no. Yeah, I was hoping maybe we could somehow, with rest, still have some PP left. But no. Even if it wasn't 40 PP, I don't think that was happening. At this point, it'd be faster to soft reset to start over. But what if I run into Magneton again? I guess in that case, we don't switch into steelix. Well, this is unfortunate. He has 75 PP. Do you know it's been fun? You gotta head back to work. Good luck. Thank you. We'll be done when work finishes for you. Every once in a while, I'll look into if I can put Magneton on a team that I'm using. Then I come to the conclusion that no, I cannot. Maybe one day Magneton will be back. But the one time I used it, I instantly lost. Well, yeah, I think it was the second battle or the first battle, one of the two. I think the second battle. On this first streak I used it in. We did get pretty unlucky. And I did misplay it slightly. If Walrein 4 just didn't have Earthquake, Magneton would be a lot more interesting for singles. Yeah, I guess the Torment isn't really doing anything, but we had to use Torment at some point anyway. Do I want to rest early or late? Because because of Torment, he could start struggling before he runs out of Metal Sounds. Like, he probably... Well... Probably not that many turns. Yeah, maybe not at all. He does seem to really like... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Levitate Magneton one day. Magnet Rise in Gen 4. It's the same thing, right? Right? Just don't get outsped or quick clawed. I wonder if I could try that team I used again, but I used leftovers on Magneton. Problem is, Magneton is the switch in for ice moves, so it's gonna get frozen eventually. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to toxic. I wanted to rest there. I don't think this is gonna achieve anything. This resting. I guess I should have kept one torment. In case we do manage to do something, but... I think we're still gonna run out of... Like, he still has metal sounds. We're probably just making this take longer this way, but Steelix will finish at higher HP, which will be completely irrelevant because we'll have no moves, but I don't know. Hello, Bichos. Welcome to the show. We are currently trapped by Magnet Pull, and neither Pokemon has a move that can hit the other one, so it's gonna be a struggle war. This could have been a free setup if I just let this thunder my Pidgeot. Latias would have been +6 behind the substitute. This Magneton and this trainer would have been done 10 minutes ago. How can it use both Metal Sound and Struggle? Because it's tormented, so it can only use Metal Sound every other turn, and it's out of PP on all the other moves. But Metal Sound is 40 PP. Yes, Guardian is correct. Simply can't click Metal Sound 2 turns in a row. The same thing would happen if you're a Choice Band Pokemon. You still have PP. In other moves, you simply can't click them, so you struggle. If Magneton has leftovers, this would go infinite. Well, Steelix doesn't have leftovers, so Steelix would die eventually. I'm kind of worried about what's gonna switch in now. I kind of wish I had rested earlier, so we would actually be lower HP, so whatever switches in tries to kill us, I think. But too late for that now. I think at this point we're committed to having more HP, which I don't know how that ever does anything. We might waste a PP or two from something. But yeah, if I just went for Sand Attack turn 1, wait until Magneton kills me, then switch in Latias, it would just be a free setup. Now we actually risk losing because we haven't had time to set up and we don't know what's in the back. But because Magneton usually doesn't show up, I completely forgot about Magnet Pull being an option. Because when I think about Magneton, I think Sturdy, because that's the only reason I'm interested in it. But of course, it's random ability for the AI. Yeah, we'll probably be fine. But there could be a dark type in the back. If there's like a Houndoom, that would probably be the scariest thing. If it keeps critting me. But at least we'll be able to Sand Attack first. Oh no, we got hit by a crit. I mean, yay, we got hit by a crit. Because he's taking more recoil damage. Double Team Umbreon could be annoying, but that's it. It can just be annoying. I guess if it's the Curse one, that could be bad, actually. I don't know if this trainer only has set 3 Pokemon. Well, Magneton is set 2, but it's only got 2 sets. Yeah, I think he only has set 3 Pokemon. So it is not Curse Double Team Umbreon. Which means we should be fine. We have no moves left. It took an eternity, but We're finally starting to make some progress here. That's big damage. Let's go. Did I watch some of your Water Ice team? I didn't see your stream from yesterday yet. I watched a little bit from the day before, but that was early round, so all you were doing was click explosion, click perish song. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a little bit more complicated, at least some of the battles. At least there's no Magneton with leftovers. I mean, that would actually be better for me because I would be able to set up the latias for free. Alright, let's see what's in the back. Houndoom? Sneasel! Alright guys, what are the odds we can 1v1 a Sneasel with struggle? They're not here. Maybe if we had full HP. Okay, it's a crit. I thought, wait, we actually could have. Steelix really wants to win. Okay, you tried your best, Steelix. Good job. Oh, this thing has Screech. That's annoying. So, do I just kill it? No, but Screech doesn't go through sup, right? So it's fine if we just Feather Dance? Or even if we don't Feather Dance, it's fine. Guardian, you thought struggle couldn't crit because you've never seen it happen? If you have a PP style team, you're gonna see it happen a lot. Does Sneasel get Keen Eye? Yes, but it's a 50-50. Okay. No, Crush Claw doesn't break sub, so I could have just set up with Latias. Let's see if it has Keen Eye or not. It does have Keen Eye. Okay. Oh wait, he can resist switch. That was bad. I should not have done that. In case that happens, let's sand attack. Okay, that didn't happen. Do I keep Pidgeot alive? I don't know why that would benefit me. In what scenario? But I could just switch in now. As long as we don't get defense dropped, we're fine. Even if we do, I guess we would switch out and switch back in. Big damage. Wait, he hasn't screeched a single time, has he? Yeah, that's true. It could be good against explosion. But I don't see how we would lose because we have substitute. Doesn't this Sneasel have Shadow Ball? Apparently not. It would definitely be using it if it had it. I wonder why it doesn't screech. Maybe because it's too low HP now? Probably that's why. Recover first. Alright, let's see. Can the last Pokemon kill us somehow? I don't think so. Absolutely not. Well, that was interesting. This should be Joyce. Yes. Alright, we got another Quick Claw slow Pokemon. Let's see if we get frozen again. At least it didn't Quick Claw Ice Beam. Usually we're looking at all the Sneasel's Weaviles. See if any had Shadow Ball. You found none. Well, after Gen 3 it becomes a special move. We didn't even get frozen this time. Imagine. So I would imagine that past Gen 3 they would never want Shadow Ball. Yeah, we should Torment. If we get lucky, we dodge the Surf. We did not dodge the Surf. I can keep Steelix alive though. And we're guaranteed to not be switching in on an Ice Beam. Let's see. What is the risk here? Like Spadef drop? I don't think that matters. Ideally we switch in on Earthquake. Or a miss. And get another miss. Let's go. Oh, but now we get crit. Okay. I guess that makes up for the double miss. It's fine. As long as it doesn't crit me too many times in a row. Ice Beam still breaks up. Substitute. Then if he doesn't crit me, we recover. Yeah, I can imagine Explosion Parasong doesn't always work, given that ghost types exist. At least the explosion resists. The rock types, you have water types, so that's fine. Steel types still hit decently with water moves at least. Alright, now we're starting to get into a good spot. Hello, Paolo. Almost ready to go. +6. Breaks the sub. We sub, we recover. Crit doesn't matter. Dodge doesn't really matter. Dodge next turn would be really good. Oh, he's out of ice beams. Okay. Then we don't care. Yeah, he already used one against Pidgeot and one against steelix. Alright, let's see. Explode. That's good. And a slacking. That's always just a free win. Does survive. Because slacking... Special defense is its worst stat, but I think every slacking set has max special defense invested, so... And it has insane HP. Alright, legendary spammer? Nelson? No. It's Chaz. Set free ranger. With a Miltank. Wait. His best move is reversal. Good luck, Miltank. Big damage. Do I steal your Salic Berry? Slacking is so goated. I hate slacking so much. I'm surprised it hasn't... You have Endure, right? Yeah, there it is. I think Reversal and Endure were the same chance to be clicked. Or similar chance. But why? Because Truant is the worst thing ever. It's just so easy to lose with a slacking. Pokemon against you uses Protect. They activate Bright Powder. They activate Focus Band. You miss Hyper Beam. If you're using Hyper Beam, you don't one-shot and then don't get to do anything. Or you do one-shot and they switch in a really bad Pokemon. I'm gonna steal the Salic Berry just in case so I can't mess anything up. Although, -6 Reversal probably does nothing to Latias anyway. But I guess it could crit multiple times. Slacking would never let you down in the factory? Exactly. It would also never let me down in the dome. In the dome, I lost one streak because I was up against Jolteon with Protect and I clicked Protect. And then I died. I lost another streak because I was up against Porygon 4. It Bright Powdered me. Then the next turn, while I could do nothing, it froze me. Like, Slacking is just such a bad Pokemon. But people have had success, and it is a strong Pokemon. I just think it's not good. I don't think it's worth the risk. Jeff, you love Slacking, but it's so exploitable? Yeah, pretty much. My point. Your Marshtomp use Protect every other turn when you face Fortin in Platinum. Yeah, that sounds about right. Best ability in the game, Truant? Exactly. Oh, speaking of slacking, this is Choice Band slacking. Lives on 1. Let's see, I should be able to... let's see. No, I don't think I can get back to full HP, right? No. Okay. We found where we need Dragon Fang. Goodbye, Jinx. And we finally made it to the highest round, which means Magneton will never show up again, as long as we don't lose. Oh, and we can get our ribbons. Let's go. 49 wins. We'll do one more round. I might regret this. This might take ages. But then next stream we can do round 9 and 10 and hopefully get gold. Oh, I also need to not forget the live check. I feel like I'm gonna forget the live check. Can you guys give me a menu live check? Oh, but now I'm already talking about it. It needs to be something. Because then I can't forget it after this round. Who was this? Was it Rena or was it Caitlyn? Rena. Okay, it's set 1. No, it's the mud slap one. Pokeblock case? Well, I can't actually open the bag. It will give me this message. Like, I want something I can do during the round so I won't forget it after the round. Thank you for the good luck, Will. Life enough? No, we got crit. How could you? Swap Feather Dance for Whirlwind and then swap them back. That's a good one. If we don't die. Okay, thank you. There we go. That works. Thank you, Use. We don't care about Focus Band with this thing. Don't think there's really a reason to not steal, but I think I'm just gonna switch now. Keep the Pidgeot alive just in case. Big damage. Now it's mostly gonna be spamming counter. Which would be scary if we were a physical attacker. But we're not. Coach, you gotta go. Thank you for the good luck. All right. Easy start. Of course, I say that now. What could possibly be in the back that kills me? Snorlax 1 getting insane luck? I don't think so. I think Steelix can stall it. It's definitely not Tauros 1. We still have a substitute, so Nidoking 1 can't Quick Claw kill me. And that's not Bright Powder Espeon. Alright. I would like more of those. Let's see if we're gonna run into a legendary spammer. This is the first round. Well, it could have been Battle 49. Ooh, Fisherman could be scary. Could also be really easy. Let's see. But almost guaranteed to have a special attacker. Oh no, this could be Clear Body. Do I Whirlwind? I mean, it's not too scary if it's Clear Body. Unless he crits Steelix before I Torment, and even then, we're probably still fine. Confuse Ray could also be annoying. One second, I'm gonna turn on the lights. Be right back. Okay, so Clear Body would obviously stop Sand Attack and Feather Dance, but Feather Dance is less important. Or potentially not important at all, depending on the set. It's actually really scary if it is Clear Body and it crits Steelix. If this is Sludge Bomb Ice Beam, Latias has a really high chance of losing. I think we should Whirlwind. What starters have I used? Oh, Mirror Coat, nice. Should write it. Which starters have I used? I've used Swampert and Sceptile. Tentacruel, Mirror Coat. Of course, we drag out one of the worst matchups. But at least we can hit it with a Sand Attack if we don't get crit this turn. Or... are we fast? We should be faster than slow Starmie, I think. Okay, it's defensive Starmie. That should be free then. And it missed Thunder Wave. Do I ever keep this Pidgeot healthy? This is what, Starmie 1 or Starmie 5 or 6? 6. They both have Confuse Ray, which is annoying. But I have a Lumberry now on the Latias. I can... They only have either Psychic or Surf as an attack. So as long as I'm not switching in on a Thunder Wave, which if I go to Steelix first, I can guarantee there's no Thunder Wave. We can keep the whole team healthy, which I don't think is really gonna help me that much, but maybe. Thunder Wave. Let's see if we can figure out which set it is. Not yet. Yeah, no, I think... Like, I could try. If I get confused on steelix, it's guaranteed to not go for Confuse Ray. But this could also be Surf, and then we take a ton of damage, which... I think at this point we just want to stay healthy. Just in case. I don't know which case, but in a case where we need... It's Surf, okay. And now we get a free setup. It's gonna spam Thunder Wave most turns. Because we are faster. We'll heal up. So for starters, I want to use Sceptile again. And I'm also interested in Venusaur. Does Natural Cure Starmie switch out after being hit with Toxic? No, it does not. The only thing they switch out of is Sleep. And I'm gonna assume Freeze, but I don't know Freeze for sure. I definitely know about Sleep. But I'm interested in both Sceptile and Venusaur because of Leech Seed. Starmie gonna survive Dragon Claw. Or not Starmie, Tentacruel. Guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna assume not. We're gonna find out. Yeah, it doesn't. It does have really good base special defense, but... And a Whiscash. Alright. Another pretty easy battle. It didn't take too long. Let's keep that up. Yes, Meganium can also get Leech Seed. But I'm not really interested in Meganium. Well, we found our legendary spammer. It's Doreen. Because Sceptile has the advantage that is really fast. Venusaur has the advantage... Uh-oh. Well, this is probably actually quite good for us, if it's gonna spam Thunder Wave. Venusaur has the advantage of being immune to poison and getting Charm. Meganium doesn't have those advantages. I don't know, does Meganium get Charm? I don't think so. No, I would have known, I think. Actually, I should Feather Dance. Because they all have Drill Peck. It could be Bright Powder, which would be bad. But then I just Torment, and then I'm fine, right? Meganium is the bulkiest though? Yeah, but I don't think it's a significant difference. I'm not saying you can't get gold with it or anything. Alright, I think we should just be able to go Latias now. And it's probably gonna be pretty slow setup, but We're gonna get there. Unless it does have Thunder Wave, which is actually quite likely. Okay, it's gonna be a fast setup then. That's really nice. Back to back setting up on Thunder Waves. Except this time Pidgeot did die. We could have kept Pidgeot alive, I suppose, if we went Steelix and then Torment. That could have worked, but definitely would have taken longer. And we might have lost our Lumberry, which probably doesn't matter. There's no static Pokemon on a legendary spammer. Alright, full HP. Substitute at full HP. Let's see if we run into something like Registeel 1. Registeel 1 is like one Pokemon I'm quite afraid of. Because I don't know how much we would struggle. Okay, Bright Powder or Focus Band. Do both of those? I think Bright Powder definitely has Dragon Claw. Don't know what Focus Band has. Okay, Latias down. Regirock. There we go. Very satisfying to one-shot a Regirock. I hate the Reggies. Okay, our first legendary spammer was pretty easy. Okay, this could be any set. Let's hope we don't get Quick Clawed immediately. Actually, unless it's the one that has Rock Tomb and then it has to click Endure or something. Or Flail. I could take away Quick Claw, but I think I would rather Feather Dance first. Okay, it's Ancient Power. No Omni Boost. That's Donphan 1, right? Is that the only one that doesn't have a Quick Claw? Or maybe more of them have Ancient Power. No, it's guaranteed Chesto Berry. Alright. Timmy, I don't know if you could get gold with Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard, but you think it should work? I mean, it might take you a few times, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get it. What was Juno's team? He had Venusaur, Charizard. What was his last starter? Was it a Swampert? It was probably Swampert, not Blastoise. Swampert is quite a bit better for that team. We are confused. Actually, I think we just switch and switch back. You mean in a reasonable number of attempts? I think you can still get there. Oh no! 1 damage! Watch out, guys. No, I've been outplayed. I agree, Tima. I think Gen 2 would be the most difficult out of all the starter trios. There we go. I guess I should switch in case of Ancient Power Crit, but he could swagger me. I mean, actually at this point, why don't I just switch in the latias, especially now that swagger has been used. There's only one ancient power left, so it doesn't matter. I guess if I wanted a full HP substitute, it mattered. Maybe he'll crit me. But I think Gen 2 should still be fine. You have a couple of options for the Meganium. You could go Meganium 2 style, double team lead sheet, stall or something. Or you could go a little bit more aggressive. You could maybe give it Earthquake so it helps against electrics. Because you're pretty bad into electrics. Thank you for the good luck, Raven. Oh, I didn't update which round we're in. We're in round 8. We want Pidgeot, switch out Latias? No. If I switch out, we'll get back to... If I don't switch out, we'll also get back to Pidgeot very quickly. Trust. Swords Dance, Ancient Power, Earthquake, Meganium, let's go. I mean, that's almost a Frontier set. It just doesn't have Swords Dance. Steelix. But we dodge Iron Tail, let's go. That could have been scary. It could have Quick Claw exploded on me if it hit that Iron Tail. I wonder if I would have needed to switch in Steelix if it hit my substitute. That's really awkward. Alright, speaking of only using starters, this trainer only has starters. Okay, this could be Ice Beam or it could just not be Ice Beam. Ideally, this is Swampert 1 and it literally can't touch Latias. Oh, it might be. Swampert 1 is counter. It's less likely to be Swampert 2 because that one is way more like... Okay, it's Swampert 3. That's fine though. You have Shell Bell, that doesn't matter. Okay. We didn't dodge anything, but that's fine. Maybe I should have... Maybe this is a little bit greedy. I didn't learn from my previous mistake. But surely we're gonna dodge an Ice Beam at some point. Or we're just gonna get countered because counter is extremely likely from the Swampert. Yeah, we should have been fine. Always could have switched. Well, I don't know. Could I have tanked Ice Beam into serve with steelix? I'm not sure. Yeah, due to a coding error, they love clicking Psychic against special types and Mirror Code against physical types. Which means when we're up against a Pokemon with counter, it's very likely that we get a free setup. And even if this was Swampert 4, which has Mirror Code instead of counter, we would still get a relatively free setup. At least once we have a couple of Calm Minds. I'm not sure if we even need Calm Minds, because it's gonna start at some point, either immediately or if we're at +1 special defense. It sees Earthquake as its strongest move. Hello, Venusaur. This could be Bright Powder. And then, because we have Levitate, like it still sees Earthquake as strongest move, but then it sees it can't use Earthquake, so it gets negative priority. But because Earthquake was seen as strongest move, all the other attacks, Surf and Ice Beam, also get negative priority, which leaves Mirror Code. Alright, another quick battle. This is to make up for that Magneton. Okay, set for Trainer. Set for Clefable, Mega Kick, Shadow Ball, Psychic, Soft Boiled. With Focus Band. Mega Kick was still the strongest move at -2 attack. Yes, Raven, that's why Tucker's Swampert spams Mirror Coat on your Calm Minding Latios. I can keep Pidgeot alive. It's definitely something I should try to do when I can. Probably should have left it with more HP as well in this matchup, because this Clefable's pretty free. Yeah, I'm not really used to this style of team, so I'm not playing it optimally. At least not every time. Definitely misplayed a bit every once in a while. Jillian, let's you guess, Choice Band Pidgeot? You would build that? No, we do not have Choice Band Pidgeot. We didn't even have it in the first 3 rounds where we used a different Pidgeot set. Pidgeot should get extreme speed, man's got robbed. That would be cool. Alright, we want our substitute to break. So we're gonna wait for that to happen. Might take a while if it gets a lot of misses. Or spam Psychic. It's out of Mega Kicks at this point. So it's random move between Psychic and Shadow Ball. And I want the substitute with a lot of HP on it. Okay, that hopefully breaks it. There we go. Does Pidgeot get Swords Dance, Raven? You assume no. I don't think so. But a lot of random Pokemon get Swords Dance. Of course, now it's hitting the Shadow Balls. I think we're probably just gonna go. Oh, it gets the focus band. Alright. Does this break this up already? Yes. That's kind of good. Sort of, maybe. Depends on how many Shadow Balls it's gonna click and or miss. Alright, soft-boiled, of course. We don't care. Swords Dance, Extreme Speed, Aerial Ace, Pidgeot would be the dream. It's time for Pike Glitch Pidgeot. Let's go. Let's see if it gets another focus band. This Latias does have a little bit of defense EVs, but Earthquake's probably still more likely than Ice Beam. Snorlax 4. Quick Claw Snorlax. But it's probably gonna curse this turn. Never mind, it's gonna die this turn. So we got a crit. And Dugong! Dugong is also going down. This could have Reggie's. Alakazam, okay. Alakazam is scary, depending on the set. Worst case, it's Bright Powder and we miss. I mean, I don't think I click anything else. Could argue for Thief, because then Torment doesn't miss. But... we're gonna go Sand Attack. Imagine I Thief... okay, it's Thunder Wave. Imagine it was Choice Band, I Thief the Choice Band, and it tricks it back. And we would just be... I would be able to kill the Alakazam with Thief. Okay, so it's either Alakazam 1, which has Elemental Punches, Thunder Wave, Focus Band. Or is it the Calm Mind, Recover, Psychic, Thunder Wave? I think that's the other one. Calm Mind is annoying. But I don't know if I care too much. It's only gonna have 10 PP. Plus I could torment it anyway. Yeah. Would I ever switch out? I mean, we're paralyzed now. We're not that useful. I think we're never switching out. Maybe focus band. Like Thief to focus band. I don't know if I want to go steelix now. It would take a lot of damage and we're already paralyzed on Pidgeot. Which means there's a high chance we never get a move off. But if it's Ice Punch... No, but what if it's Ice Punch and it crits me and then I die to Fire Punch? I think I never switch. No, I can't switch. It's Calm Mind, okay. Now I can switch. Psychic and it missed, very nice. So now we torment. Then we go protect on Psychic, then we switch Latias, and then it can never kill Latias because it can only attack once every 2 turns, and we have Substitute Recover. Plus it wants to spam Thunder Wave anyway. I think even if we didn't Torment... I think there's even an argument just switching straight into Latias, which was way better. Because it would just spam Thunder Wave. And now it's gonna Calm Mind. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Steelix Torment is super useful for setting up. Also, Tentacruel Mirror Coat was a while ago. It finally hit me! Have I ever tried a Day-Day's team? No, I have not. I like building my own teams. And that team is extremely slow. I already used my own really slow teams. I don't have time to use other people's really slow teams. Maybe in the future, if I want to set a really long streak or something. Okay, I think Substitute is full HP, so that's really nice. Let's see if there's something like a Registeel in the back. Sceptile, okay. I have used Skarmory Blissey before though, so I do know that's a nice insane combo. Will, you've watched Magpie play a similar one? Looks like hell. Yeah. He's currently doing open level Emerald Tower. Well, I say currently. Every once in a while. Oh, that was it already. I thought we had another one. That was like 30 to 40 minutes. That was so much faster than the one where we had to struggle Magneton. Alright. We're at 56 wins. Next time will be around 9. This team has been really fun. I think Pidgeot is doing really well. Of course, special attacking teams remain really scary. Especially if they're ever gonna be critting the steelix. Before I get a Torment off. And they have a super effective move for Latias. But yeah, Pidgeot has been doing well. And especially if I stop misplaying. So I did risk against the Sharpedo. I should have gone Steelix first, but I didn't. And then I could have died. How strong is Dragon Dance Gyarados or Salamence in the tower? They can be very strong. It's just setting them up can be difficult. You need a specific team to allow them to consistently set up. If you don't have that, then it's probably not that great. But it can still be useful. But both of them are pretty good. I prefer Salamence because you get Aerial Ace, so you can't miss. And you don't need a hidden power, which on cartridge without RNG is difficult. But they can definitely work. There's like a 700 streak with Dragon Dance Salamence team. Am I gonna be on later? Probably. Yeah, that's it for today for Pidgeot. Let's see if anyone else is streaming. I forgot to check yesterday. Rody streaming Gen 4. Tower Singles. Also has a Latias, but it's Elite Latias. Oh, that's very loud. Is anyone else streaming? Not that I'm seeing. Right, I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. And good luck with your own streaks. Shiny hunts or whatever you're doing. And probably Pidgeot will be back tomorrow to get gold. Hopefully. But yeah, thanks for watching.